not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Well, hello there! Welcome to a Star Wars Attack of the Clones. I did episode 1 a long time ago now. It's been such a long fucking time. Such a fucking long freaking time. Oh, such a fucking long freaking time. I don't know why I'm singing this. But either way, welcome to Star Wars Attack of the Clones. A real flashback kind of thing. So one of those like, oh my god, that was so long a time ago. I never reviewed this. So why the fuck not? Because my channel was not live back then. But I think Attack of the Clones was the first one that I actually watched. The movie kind of thing, and it was good when it came out. Now I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I got the expansion kind of thing, the extension of the Clone Wars kind of going on, the Mandalorian, that kind of thing. Because I feel, looking back at it, I'm like, it's like meh, kind of thing, because I feel like they can do more, show more, much more. They can make it a little bit more twisted. They can go dive in with flashbacks. I feel like sometimes you need flashback content. So like, why is the Count Dooku? Why did he go on? We get that explanation through the way kind of thing he discovered kind of thing. That's also why I like YouTubers kind of thing that explain those kind of things. Like Tyranno became the kind of thing was Qui-Gon Jinn's master, and he got illusions after the Dark Maul kind of thing that the Sith were not dead, so he came to his own adventure. I feel like we should have that as a flashback, like kind of thing, Count Dooku going to kind of thing, discovering who is kind of thing. We should have that in the opening, like. I would love if Count Dooku kind of thing in the first movie sees like this kind of thing, and we see this end credit scene of Count Dooku. Like there is more to kind of, or in the middle of the first one somewhere, because we get too much kind of thing. Like he is like, I'm gonna go, and then you see kind of thing this end. Last 10 minutes kind of thing, Count Dooku going to his end kind of thing, finding Darth Maul's body. Knowing that Darth Maul gets defeated, going fine. You see the skip of going to there, from there, and then finally like kind of searching, and then in this you begin with that kind of thing with him going to and finding outside, and then we skip like to 10 years later, and that would be kind of thing, Count Dooku kind of thing. Anyway. That would be just my kind of take. I have so much more that I could change in the Attack of the Clones that I could change. But that's a thing for another time. Another thoughts for another time. This one we're reviewing kind of thing. So it all begins where it always begins. How did it begin again? Something with Amidala getting attacked. And it's like, oh, there's nothing to fear. Bang! Explosions. It's like, oh, kind of thing. We need to go to the Senate. They go to this is an important kind of thing. They go to there, this kind of thing, and then we discover that there is somebody trying to kill the senator. So they're like, okay, we need to protect the senator. How do we protect the senator? Well, we get Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker. So Anakin is still in love, but he was a child like 10 years ago. I'm like, dude, 10 years, you were a child, you were kind of thing. I get you have this crush on somebody, but it feels like you should have had somebody else or kind of thing, or anything else. I don't have that kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, crush, but he's like straight in love with it. It's very, very weird how much he's in love with kind of Padme after 10 years when he was 10 years old. And it feels like I never stopped loving him. Like, you're a little bit obsessive. If you kind of think you were a child, now you're 20 years old. Kind of thing. I get you have like, oh, I still care about him, but love? Come on, man. Get over yourself. Get over. Yeah, how I think you were 10 years old. You were a little Annie. Kind of thing. You should not get in love with kind of thing. Anyway, so he also glad that he can kind of thing. They're like, we're here to protect. Like, I want to be more a protector. Like, dude, a little bit overkill kind of thing going on. I'm just saying. This doesn't sound like you should. The first time I'm like, oh, love kind of thing. But and also in movies they do rush the love relationship very much, kind of thing. But I feel like you're a little bit going overboard with the love kind of thing, protecting. And I was like, I can see this. It's not like, oh, in this 10 years I met her before again. No, this is 10 years ago that they met each other again. So it's been a while. Anyway, so now they try to protect the center. The bounty hunter, mercenary, kind of tries to eliminate it. They sense that Obi-Wan goes out of the window. It's like, I got this! Oh my god, this is high! This is fucking high! Way too high! Oh my god, this is the sky! Way too high! So he kind of goes there, and they kind of he falls when the droid gets to the bounty hunter. He shuts down. He falls. Anakin is like, get in to it. They go to follow chase kind of thing, and Obi-Wan's like, oh no, I hate flying. It's like, oh, I forgot you hate flying, Master. It's like, I don't hate flying. I just hate it because people go and you almost get so scared every fucking time. I'm just saying, I hate that kind of flying. And they kind of presumed as Anakin is like I got a shortcut and falls off the kind of thing. It's like, I got this, gets almost lightsaber going throw away kind of thing. So yeah, that all happened. Then he crashes. Finds out this girl, shapeshifter, and everything. They try to get him. They find her, and it's like, okay, now we need to know. And then it's like, nah. Jango Fett comes, and poison darts, killing his friend because secrets has to be secret. Needs to be secret. I also love one of the things that you only know if you get in the comics, if you know kind of the YouTubers kind of thing. You only know those kind of things. Like Jango Fett is a Mandalorian, but not a real Mandalorian to kind of thing. There is like the new Mandalorians are ones that are good, that do warrior stuff. That I'm like, why not? You can be good and do warrior stuff, kind of thing. In the Clone Wars, they kind of make that more sense, kind of thing. That there are warriors, kind of thing, and you can be good and still be a warrior, kind of thing. But the true Mandalorians don't like that. And then there are the new Mandalorians. The good ones are the new Mandalorians. Then there are the true Mandalorians, and then there are the Death Watch. The Death Watch kind of thing are like extremists. They do some extreme things, but they want to go back to warrior side. And then there are the true Mandalorians that have it like they do good sides kind of thing. They're not going too extreme to the Death Watch kind of thing, but they do mercenary jobs. But they got wiped out, like every single one except Jango Fett. Jango Fett even became the Mandalorian of the true Mandalorians kind of thing. But on the side there is no Mandalorians anymore, so they got wiped out. That's kind of because Jango Fett was the only survivor. So he is a Mandalorian, but his clan, his all kind of thing, that faction didn't survive. So yeah, he is the Mandalore of no one. He has kind of nothing anymore. And yeah, there is also the game that goes into it from 2005. Gets into some more of it. But either way, so he is he is like this lost clan that nobody seems to recognize kind of thing. He is like this Mandalorian, but he isn't. He has this warrior kind of thing. He has this great thing on him that he has armor of Mandalorian. He was a Mandalorian, but his whole clan got wiped out. So the other the other factions don't call him. The Death Watch doesn't like him. The new Mandalorians don't like them. It's like all those kind of clans don't like so he is not a Mandalorian for anybody. That is a kind of thing, because the only ones that recognize him as a Mandalorian are dead. So yes, in some sense he's not a Mandalorian. In other sense he was a Mandalorian kind of thing. He is like a more Mandalorian of a forgotten tradition that nobody cares about anymore. Anyway, so he is alone, and now he tries to get away from the Jedi, because he still has, like, the Mandalorians are a race that's really are. When it was to Knights of Revan, there was this galactic war with the Mandalorians against the Jedi, so there was a hatred between the kind of thing, and he has this hatred also kind of thing. He has killed Jedi before, and he's very much like a mercenary that you kind of think. Yes, sure, there are some like, okay, we don't believe he's that good, but you discover what's his origin. This is why I love the extended universe, and I know I'm just cutting out the beginning, but I want you to give this is like why I revisit the Clone Wars, why it's a good idea to get a fresher eyes on it, because I have more information. I'm more powerful than I was ever before. I was just this little kind of thing. I was just when I watched this was my first introduction to the Star Wars news. Now I got more knowledge. I got more knowledge about the Mandalorians. I got more knowledge about Jango Fett. I got more knowledge. I am more powerful in knowledge than I was ever before. So yes, I also have this kind of thing from the Mandalorian. Kind of thing, another series that's gonna come out very soon. Season 2 of that. It's like, there's so much more now information now, more kind of thing that I can share, and now we're revisiting this. It's much more interesting to talk about, and here is the clown, because now Obi-Wan wants to know more about it. He doesn't know anything what I know. I am more powerful than the Jedi Order ever was or will be. Anyway, so Obi-Wan tries to find out, kind of thing, goes to finds Kamino after with the Padawan kids, kind of youngling, together with Yoda, kind of thing. They've discovered you should go, so he goes to that, finds Kamino, and it's like, oh, we're afraid that you could not come, you know, Master Jedi, come, your army's like my army. I got an army! Yeah, I got an army! Oh, it's an army for the Republic. Oh, it's like, oh, and Jedi Divis Dia. No, Tri. There was something kind of thing. And that's I think that was the master of Kanduku. Like, there's Yoda, there's Kanduku. Master Yoda, it does train everybody, kind of thing. Or was just Kanduku's friend. I think it could also be Kanduku. Okay, my knowledge is very wide, but sometimes I forget some stuff. Okay, tell me. You feel me? Yeah. And also the funny thing is, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars that I was back then, but at the same time I know way more now from Star Wars than I did as a kid, than I did when Clone Wars came out, and when I did kind of thing. Anyway, so we kind of discover kind of thing, and then it's like Jango Fett is the tablet from those clones. We also, yes, this is gonna be a long fucking video, because I have more knowledge that I want to share, because like I said before, this movie is better if you know the wider universe, because I feel like it's kind of thing I liked the Clone Wars when it came out, kind of thing, but now I feel like you need more information. You want more information to really enjoy this kind of thing. I feel like there's so much more to enjoy about the Acquirer, because at alone single kind of thing with the 3 movies, it's not that good. It's like fine, but not good. I feel like right now I feel like I can do without the movies, but when you know the other universe, it's fun to go back to it. And so met Kamino, Jango Fett kind of thing. The Caminos have also done lots of cloning kind of thing. They do clones kind of thing. They even they're also like responsible for the last movie where Snoke gets kind of clones, when kind of thing. They all are parted from that kind of thing, where the Emperor gets back. All that is also here are the seeds for that kind of thing, for that happening. They cannot do actually, but in Star Wars The Force Unleashed, you get also kind of thing, and that doesn't work yet kind of thing, but they got the King's House, the kind of thing, and eventually at work they kind of had the kind of Starkiller coming. But Starkiller is not canon to the universe, but it's still cool to see the Caminos kind of thing happening. And yeah, so Jango Fett is the tablet to all this, and he has his own clone. That's Boba Fett, a youngling, not altered, just a young kind of thing that he wants. He wants his son, but you know, because this is also right after. A couple of years, I think, after his whole clan died out, so he has no friends anymore. And then in the game, he has also the last one that's like, you should have a family, you should have some money. So he asked for a lot of money, but also, most important, he is Boba Fett. He wants a legacy. He wants somebody kind of thing. Yeah, all his Mandalorians, all his culture is died. So not the other cultures like the Dead Watch, the kind of thing, they don't recognize him as a kind of thing. His way is not the way of those kind of extremist kind of thing. His clan is died out. The ones that believed like his version of the Mandalorians died out. So now he has Boba Fett kind of thing as his unaltered kind of son. He teaches him. He did some stuff. He even gave them a single before this movie happened. So Boba Fett is also already really trained in the kind of thing. You see him here as a child and brat kind of thing, but he has already trained. He had the first time he did the jetpack, he was to a monster kind of thing, and he could not go without the teeth. So he's like, here is your jetpack, get the teeth kind of thing, and Boba Fett did that. It's like, are you crazy? It's like, no, now you learned how to deal with this. Now you learned what you need to know. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And I really like, I'm insanely loving the kind of thing what's come out of it. Yes, this movie, Star Wars The Clone Wars, is actually very easy to say, but I like explaining the bigger picture in this movie, because it's fucking interesting, the bigger picture of this, than in the smaller picture that's like, hey, here's Clone Wars, they battle, it's kind of short of this, they battle, they kind of thing, they kind of discover the clones, they kind of don't want to use the clones, and in the end they use the clones, but keeping an eye on the council kind of thing. That's about it. Anyway, what do we discover after the clone kind of thing, Camino kind of thing? They're like, Yoda gets the message, because he's like, oh, well, while that's going on, while Obi-Wan is on Camino, Padme and Anakin went to Tatooine to save his mom. To go to his mother. His mother got killed, so he killed all the sand troopers, sand crawlers, that kind of thing. It was not sand crawlers. It's how they were called again? Oh my god, I forgot the names. There were the sand people or something. The sand people are at first the kind of thing, but there is also the sand people that have all those that kind of thing. This kind of roar, and they're like they don't do anything kind of thing unless you get tried. They're very hunted clan kind of thing. They hunt, they kind of thing. They're very primal, and Anakin just killed them all because her mother got killed by them. All of them, children, doesn't matter. All of them are killed in a kind of a single swoop. So he is get angry, rage, and kills them all. Then goes back to Padme. First he goes back to his uncle, and there's like his uncle, his stepfather was it, I think, and so his stepfather, and then it's like, yeah, I could not kind of thing, I could not do anything, because Anakin just had to leave. The Jedi had to leave his mother. I cannot see my mother leaving me like that. because my mother is already like, oh my god, you can. Sometimes I just think you want me just to do stuff, like go for this, go for that, and that's all he wants. Like, nah, you're still my mother, so yeah, I care about you, but if you're gonna do that, so my mother would be own me already. I would not even be able to get back, because she would be like, ah, no, like you're not my son anymore. Yeah, my mother would not like it if I went so that kind of thing, like a long time ago, gone all my just say, maybe I should be the Jedi, be the Force. Yeah, I would rather be a Mandalorian. I like the warrior kind of thing. That's the Mandalorian, the coat that's also something I like more about the Mandalorian. The coat that they keep on having, the Mandalorians kind of have this coat that they don't kind of thing. They are honorable. While the Sith, yeah, they punch in sorts of like the Empire Sith. I was like, yeah, they have code, they have that thing, you can trade each other, but they have a core code. But then the rule of two is like, just whoever is stronger survives. They're like this rule of two. I don't like it as much because you always betray each other. You always kind of think. That's why I like the Mandalorians like each other. They are kind of thing. They have a warrior side. They have this a pact that they are with each other. While the rule of two is only one or two, you can beat him, then it's kind of thing. And even that they betray sometimes, because in episode 1, before episode 1, Plagueis got killed by a master in sleep. Like, I feel like if you're strong enough, you should be leader, but you should be able to kill him, not by betraying him in his sleep, killing him in his sleep. No. You have to battle him. Like the Mandalorians would battle. The Mandalorians would be 1-on-1, and then you see who the strongest is. That's what I like about the Mandalorians. Like, they would be able to kill you face to face. Sith, probably rule of two, kill you whenever. Like, if you're stronger, yeah, you should rule, but you're not stronger. You just did it behind his back. That's how Palpatine did it. Anyway, what is more about this movie? Where was I? Camino. Oh yeah, Batman kind of thing. Now, while that's going on, and Obi-Wan finds where they are. Kind of follow them. He gets this battle against Jango Fett. It's everything thing. He lost it because he fell off it, and they escaped, but not before Obi-Wan had a trace runner. He followed them into a minefield, a little bit chasing kind of thing, till Jango Fett thought he was dead. Like, you're dead! Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna go to this planet, Geonosis, and there he meets Count Dooku, and Obi-Wan follows. Obi-Wan meets Count Dooku again, like the first time, because this was Qui-Gon master. It's like, this is further, you betrayed her. Like, no, I discovered what the Emperor, the whole plan is, that the Senate is ruled by the Dark Lord of the Sith, kind of thing. That this is like, he tells the truth, but the Jedi don't believe that. It's like, nah, he's now the dark side, they gonna believe lying is now his way, kind of thing. It's like, you don't totally, but we do need to keep an eye on the Senate, kind of thing. That's what we are doing, keeping an eye on the Senate, but we don't trust what he says as much. So it's like, if now the Senate, it's like, is that not Palpatine? Should you not be already knowing this, kind of thing? Anyway, after this, they go kind of thing. After this, they all captured Padme, kind of thing. Obi-Wan was captured. Padme and Anakin went after him, trying to rescue him. While the council, like, you have to stay. They're like, no, we're not gonna stay. We're gonna save him. And they try to save them. They kind of thing get captured themselves. Then they have to fight. They have to fight those creatures, kind of thing. And they do that. And then the Jedi come. All the Jedi's come. Trying to kind of think this all battle droids happen, kind of thing. All those battle droids get attacked, like this new battle droid that Count Dooku has kind of started. So like all those battle droids start attacking the Jedi. There are way more Jedi, that kind of thing. So because of that, because there was way too much Jedi, first the kind of thing, the old Jedi kind of thing, Then Django Fett is kind of thing tries to kill Miss Windu, but his jetpack gets demolished by kind of thing, and he wants to, okay, I'm gonna do the hybrid. His jetpack doesn't work, so his head gets cut off. I feel like that's very disappointing kind of attack. Very disappointed the way he died, but that's another thing why I like the backstories, why I like that thing. I feel like you could have done a flashback. You could have done a flashback before while this Camino as explaining kind of thing, and you have this flashback in black and white even kind of thing. But no, you didn't, so you have to find it through the universe. Like I say, like how badass he was, how kind of thing he got. This is all information I feel like you could have used because he looks badass, but now he got killed by Miss Windu, and it's like, why? Miss Windu is like, should be a Jedi, should be kind of good, but no, he cut somebody's up. I feel like something that he also should be like reflecting on him, should be like, okay, let's go through this emotions of Miss Windu. Why kind of thing. He could have just pushed them on the ground kind of thing. He could have just slashed his hands off, and by that kind of thing he could have done so much. Instead he just blew the kind of thing. I feel like he should be like, okay, now he needs to do this, now he needs to redeem himself kind of thing from that. Because even, yeah, sure, we had some little facts that like he is like bad, and Boba Fett tried to get vengeance on him, and he doesn't want to kill any clones that look like him kind of thing, but he does. Anyway, so after this war kind of thing, the Jedi starts losing, but then clones come in with Yoda, and a whole war breaks out. Boba Fett looks at his helmet of his father kind of thing, and is so much enraged kind of thing, so much scared, so much like emotions coming on and thing. So while that's going on, they go away. The war starts kind of thing. Count Dooku runs away. Obi-Wan and Anakin goes after. Padme falls out. Anakin wants to go after him. Obi-Wan's like, I cannot do this alone. It's like, okay, fine, I'm staying. Even though I don't want to stay, I'm gonna stay. So he goes to this. Then they find Obi-Wan finds Count Dooku. They want to fight, but it's like Obi-Wan's like, okay, you take him in the left. No, I'm gonna take him now. It's like, what? No, we need to take. Okay, he got lost, kind of thing. Then Obi-Wan tries to kind of fight it. He gets kind of nailed. Then Anakin comes back with two lightsabers now, because Obi-Wan gives him, and then it's like, but he loses fast the green one, only with a kind of. And he tries to fight it, but then gets his hand cut off. He gets blasted, then Yoda comes in, and it's like, okay, now in the kind of thing, they try to use the Force, like, this is not gonna work with the Force. We have to go with lightsabers. So Yoda kind of does that lightsaber kind of thing, but then it's like, okay, I'm gonna lose this. Count Dooku's like, I'm gonna lose this. So I break that kind of thing. Now you have to choose: save your students, Obi-Wan and Anakin, or stop me. You can either kind of thing. So Yoda tries to get Obi-Wan and Anakin kind of thing, and then Count Dooku gets off the planet, goes to Coruscant, where he meets the Emperor. It's like, then you see like, oh, this is all part of the plan. This is all kind of thing. He is true what we already know. It's true that what he says, this kind of thing. We don't know who the one is. I mean, now we know that it's Palpatine, but back then we didn't. And that's pretty much for the movie. They get kind of thing. They at the end of the movie, with them like, we have to keep an eye on constant, and that's pretty much it. If you like this movie, I feel like it was an 8 out of 10 award, maybe 7 kind of thing. It's a good movie, don't get me wrong, it's kind of thing. And what makes the movie better right now, it's all what expands, all the things. But from Mandalorian's way better kind of thing than any movie kind of thing. The TV show of the Clone Wars make this kind of thing. Everything, the extension of this world really makes this movie way better. Sure, when I was a child, I loved this movie, but now I'm like, yeah, it's the universe around it that makes this movie way better. Like Django Fett, what's his past, and how I know that past. that makes it so much better. It's like the expansion makes it. It's what is now become. It used to be like, oh, the movies make it so great. The movies are the ones while we watch Star Wars. Now it's like Star Wars is more than the movies now. Star Wars is not what it used to be. It used to be the movies that we were looking at. Sure, there was some extensions, books and everything, but there was nothing like this ever was. And that makes Star Wars so much better now. The Star Wars makes so much better that you can kind of the Mandalorian TV show, movie. I feel like Star Wars is one of those universe that really needs to expand, because Obi-Wan, Anakin, like two characters that feels like, oh, they betray. You see it already here, but the slow connection that goes from between Clone Wars, the seasons, that kind of thing, those 7 seasons that you get, you really know more Anakin. You start loving more Anakin. You start liking Anakin. You start seeing where he comes from. You start seeing like all those kind of things. You really see more extended in the Clone Wars series. That really makes it way better. Like, I cannot say it enough, but you have to watch the rest of Clone Wars to really feel good about it, to know what makes it great, the kind of thing, what makes the movie greater, kind of thing. Because I feel like if you know the extent, it's much more fun to watch go back to watching, like oh yeah, this is better, but kind of thing. But how it got there, because on the next review, The Revenge of the Sith, it's like yeah. It's like now he got it. Did nobody see that coming? I mean, I saw this coming because he was angry, kind of thing. But it's like, okay, he learned from that mistake. He kind of deals with that mistake. And you also see Padme and Anakin kind of thing having this better relationship. You see him with Ahsoka. You see that relationship much more better. How he became angry, how he became delusions, however the Senate kind of, you see all this much more happening in the Clone Wars that makes it so much better by the time you watch The Revenge of the Sith kind of thing. Anyway, that's just my opinion about it. And yes, I know I'm already more than half an hour in this fucking review, but I wanted to make like this whole kind of thing, this making Clone Wars look like it's greater if you know the lore. So I hope I did the review right, and maybe you're gonna see the Attack of the Clone Wars with new eyes because of me. I hope you do. I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see all of you in my next reviews. And yes, I know this is why you don't have every review of Star Wars every week or every day. Kind of thing, till the kind of thing, because it's kind of a long fucking ass time. I have lots to say of the Star Wars universe. I like the extensions, the Darth Vader comics, the TV shows. I like all those things that extend the world. I feel like this one really benefits in the whole universe. The Star Wars universe is like bigger than just the movies. I feel like that's my feeling. Some people may be like, nah, the movies is all I watch. Nah. It's like the only thing I like about Star Wars. Maybe you're one of those. Like, I will not judge you for that you rather with that. But what I do is, I do hope that you enjoyed this review, and I really hope that I'm gonna see you in my next ones. And I hope you enjoyed it, because this one's fucking long! Really long! The Twisted Goblin! There's so much long in this review, but I had so much to say. So fucking interesting! I wanted unlimited power! I wanted to give you the knowledge I have. My apprentice. I wanted to give it to you, because you're gonna be my army of Sith, my army of Mandalorians, my twisted army, my Goblin Nation. Anyway, goodbye, and hope you enjoyed.
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.